Hi, I'm Jesse, and I'm here today at Samovar Tea Lounge in Zen Valley, outside of Hayes Valley in San Francisco. And we're here today at Samovar to talk about tea ware. I can start off here with this cup, actually. It's a very unique little doll-like cup that a lot of people are not familiar with. And it's actually paired very nicely with another doll-like cup. So these types of tea cups are from Taiwan traditionally, and now used really throughout the world for tasting tea. This here is known as the nose cup. And what you do is you fill this with tea, you place the tasting cup over it, you flip it upside down, slowly unscrew the nose cup, and inhale the aroma. It's designed to channel the aroma, the tea, really the entire experience of the smell of the tea up into your nose, and fits perfectly to your nose as well. Second piece to the tasting of this style is the tasting cup. So nose cup and tasting cup. The tasting cup is used to sip and slurp the tea. The idea with this kind of teaware from Taiwan is to intensify the flavor and the aroma so you can really pick up on the nuances of tasting and enjoying tea. Going through the cups that we have laid out here, quite a variety, and to some people it can even seem overwhelming. So let's start off with the most basic, or perhaps not most basic, teacup or tea bowl. In Japanese style matcha service, this is a bowl, and it's used with a whisk like this to make matcha, which is a pulverized style of Japanese green tea. We'll do a separate video on actually how to make matcha, but essentially the powder and the hot water are added to this bowl, and the whisk is used to whisk it into a smooth, creamy, grassy, caffeinated froth. Really delicious brew. This is a Japanese style matcha bowl. Another cup we have here, which is unique only to Samovar Tea Lounge, is our own personal teacup. Very simple, but also very unique. It has these two little handles which can keep your fingers cool, and thick insulated walls keeping the tea warm. Made by a local artist here in San Francisco. We have a couple different varieties, and we like this one because it's great for all types of tea. Insulating the tea, keeping your fingers cool, and the perfect size for infusing several pots and several cups of tea. This is also made by a local San Francisco artist, Drew DeWitt. This is our chai cup, and this is designed after the traditional Indian style street chai cup. Same size, same shape, not the same size. This is a more of American size, and also designed to keep your hands warm, the chai insulated, and really to offer a beautiful contrast against the color of the chai. All of these are unique in their glazes, very heavyweight, durable, dishwasher proof, beautiful, and traditionally based on the chai cup of India. The third piece that Drew DeWitt does for us is our pu'er style cup. Dark purplish color inside glaze here, contrasts nicely to the black, dark, viscous pu'er that we like to steep in this cup. The ridges here give you a good grip to hold onto a hot teacup. And again, this is the perfect size to brew for one small pot of pu'er, the pu'er cup. This white ceramic cup here is a Japanese style teacup, and this is designed to allow Japanese green tea cool rapidly because you don't want Japanese green tea, especially the more delicate kind, too hot. So the temperature cools down and the stark white contrasts beautifully against the various vivid green colors of Japanese green tea. So you can really appreciate the colors. This is called a gai-wan, and it means covered cup. Traditional to Chinese style, it's a teacup and a teapot in one. The idea is that you add the tea leaves, you add the hot water, and you strain, paddling away the leaves from your mouth, where you can sip it. A little bit more complex to hold. The cups can get hot, but definitely very fun because it's a different way of brewing tea. The tea gets stronger as it sits here. It starts off light, so the whole experience varies, and very traditional. Takes a little bit getting used to, but it's also a very nice way. And the lid stores nicely on the side here to allow the tea to cool. Serving it in the traditional style is in ceramic, but we like to do it in glass so you can see the tea leaves opening up. A little more modern and American style is our infusing mug with a lid that takes the basket. And this is a beautiful basket that is actually laser etched. So it has very, very fine holes which strain out particles from small leaf black tea, rooibos, other herbals that keep your infusion clean. This cup has a rubber gasket around here, so again, this keeps your hands cool and the tea stays warm. And what's great is this is the perfect cup for whole leaf tea. So you can reinfuse, add more water, take the leaves out, steep as you see fit. use the lid to keep the tea hot. Very functional. A lot of people use this in their offices. This is a similar style strainer, and this is used for practically any cup, any size pot. Also laser etched, so very, very fine holes here that again keep out small tea particles. The handle here is nice to hold on to, and again it fits almost any style of cup. Very functional, very durable. I like to use this one in a paper cup when I'm on road trips. Teapots. Let's look at here. This is a Yixing style teapot. Again, smaller than your average grandmother's teapot, definitely. Based on a Yixing style clay from China. And what you're looking for is a nice sound like that, as opposed to a different sound, which would be a glass Yixing style pot, like that. Takes some getting used to, but it's definitely one way to test out good style Yixing clay. This is specific to pu'er style tea. An unglazed surface on the inside allows the flavor of the pu'er tea to absorb into the actual teapot. And after brewing thousands of pots of tea, the actual flavor is in the pot. So reasonably, you could actually add hot water and have flavored tea, just by the flavor of the tea leaves absorbing into the pot. People often find their pu'er style pot their most prized possession because it really absorbs the patina and the experience of different teas. So pu'er is specific to this pot, and it's really nice to do traditional tea like a pu'er in a traditional pot like that. Another style Yixing pot would be this one. This is really not for pu'er. This would be more for a oolong style pot. And although it's small, it's glass, and so oolong tea takes better to this pot, really because you can see the leaves open up. Oolong tea is nice because many infusions later, you still have strong, unique, diverse flavors and aromas that continue to open up. So this would be similar in size, similar in functionality to this pu'er pot, but different style tea. Oolong tea, pu'er tea. Being glass, it's also essentially glazed, so the flavor of the oolong tea does not get absorbed into this, which can be nice if you want to serve a variety of teas in here. And again, having a clear glass pot allows you to see the color of the infusion, a great part of the experience. This would be what we call our standard teapot, just really functional, very basic, but ideal for brewing all kinds of tea, really. We offer it with a stainless steel infusing basket, so you can steep the leaves, take out the basket, re-infuse and steep the leaves. It also has a locking lid, so a little bit left of tea in there, but essentially the lid won't fall off. It has a really nice gasket here which locks the lid on, and very simple to place. The pour is very nice, the spout is durable, so the pour comes out, it's part of the experience, it doesn't drip down the side. The heavyweight ceramic quality of the pot insulates the tea, and the handle is the perfect size for 3 fingers. So pour, release, re-infuse, the tea stays warm, your hand stays cool. Very functional, very affordable, great basic pot, also dishwasher safe. This is a tetsubin, a Japanese style cast iron teapot. Also, we offer it with a stainless steel infusing basket, so you can do multiple infusions. But for us, we really just use this for storing hot water. The cast iron quality of this pot allows it to insulate for a long time hot water. So we pair this pot with either the Yixing teapot or the Yixing glass pot when we're offering a tea that you can steep many times. So we add hot water to here, we add the tea to these pots, and we just continue to steep, re-steep, tens, hundreds of times. Tetsubin, Japanese style, traditional cast iron teapot. Lastly, one of my favorite ones for Japanese style green teas, and that pairs especially well with this cup here, the kyusus side handle Japanese teapot. What's special about this one, other than the actual side handle and pouring action, is its low volume capacity, which allows you to really focus on the kind of tea, generally high-end Japanese green teas, to really control the infusion. Controlling the infusion is key with those kind of teas because they're so delicate. You don't want to burn it, you don't want to scald it, you don't want to steep the tea for too long, and you want to strain all the leaves. So what we have inside here is another laser-etched mesh guard to keep the fine particles of Japanese green tea from going into your actual cup. Part of the action here, when you see inside here, is creating a wave with the water and the tea, which essentially pulls the tea together into a ball, which as you're steeping it and rotating it like this, pulls the tea together tighter and tighter into a ball and essentially then beats the ball against the mesh strainer, which wrings out the flavor, the final taste of the tea, and brings more complexity. The perfect pot, very affordable, really for Japanese green teas like gyokuro, nishi, hika, any high-end senchas that are delicate that you want to pay a lot of attention to. This is the kyusu side handle teapot. And that is pretty much it. That would be Samovar's Tea Ware 101. Stay tuned for more other pieces of unique teaware coming in from artists all over the world, local potters and ceramicists, and come by if you can to try these things out. Thanks a lot, and talk to you soon.